Child, all everybody has been able to talk about all weekend has been TGIF. And right after I did my video, child, more videos came out, and everybody and their mama is saying that the show is canceled, or at least put on pause until July. We gotta talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Listen, I know y'all want to get to the tea, and baby, we will. But for those of y'all that's been living under a rock, baby, my name is Santana. I only been on YouTube since like 2016. Started off going viral, telling stories about my crazy life. A couple of years later, I started doing ratchet recipes, went viral on TikTok. Then I opened up a channel, Aligning Souls, where I was, using my spiritual and psychic gifts to help the girls and whip them back into alignment. In other words, baby, she's gifted. And see, now I'm here to share all of those gifts on one channel. So I mean, whether it's a deep dive, a commentary video, cooking, music, reading horoscopes, baby, if I want to upload a video of me picking my nose and breathing for 60 minutes, I'ma do it. My house, my rules. I mean, I just ask that y'all follow me over on Twitter so I can stop talking to myself. And before you go and try to seek help and seek therapy, baby, seek me. Go to my website and book yourself a personal reading if you need one. Now, feel free to sound off in the comments, but be respectful and act like you got that act right. Now, this channel is for critical thinkers. We may not always agree. You may not always even like me. But one thing's for sure, your life will be changed after experiencing me. So subscribe. Now, enough of me rambling, child. I think we made it past the part that was needed to get this video monetized, child. Nah, you what we going. Nah. Let's get into it.
I want people to have fun. Let's kick back. Let's get into a little tea. Let's not get too crazy, but let's enjoy the sip.
But let's get to the chi-chi, the kiki, the internet bull.
Child, what is going on? It's got Santana, aka Chi-Chi. And we are back for another Let's Talk About It, because we're still talking about this TGIF stuff. And I feel like we're going to be talking about it for a while. Like I said, there's a lot that's been coming out. I don't know if anything is really confirmed, but there's tweets, there's Instagram live streams, there's other people getting into it. Of course, every YouTuber is rushing to go and do a video because, we all see that this is a topic that, because every couple of weeks, every couple of months, we get a topic that just goes viral and that, just kind of grows everybody's channel. So everybody's hopping on to give their opinion and whatnot. And there is a video that I am thinking about doing, but I decided to do this one first to kind of get y'all reaction, to let me know, if I should do a deep dive, like a total deep dive. I know, sometimes y'all see me, just because I do a long video doesn't necessarily mean that it's a deep dive, but I was, I'm thinking about doing a actual deep dive on this show and calling it like the downfall of TGIF, because again, I've been a huge fan of the show. I've been around since Claudia Jordan's show. Then it was Cocktails with Queens. I've been around since, TGIF's inception. Okay. I was there with the reading session with Nene, and then how they came in trying to shade it. They all met at Cynthia Bailey's wedding. And then Claudia came up with the idea to have Al Reynolds, Gary with the T, and Funky Dineva on the panel. And then Ricky Smiley came and snatched Gary with the T up out of there. Okay. Then it was the three of them. Then it became 3GIF. Okay. Instead of TGIF, it became 3GIF. Right. And I remember when they started off doing it once a week. Okay. It started off on Fridays. Then I believe either it went to 2 days a week or 3 days a week. Right. But it went to 3 days a week, I would want to say, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then eventually it became 5 days a week. Like, I literally have it in chronological order. Matter of fact, let me just read it off to you, child. So, downfall of TGIF, right? start off with Gary with the T, then 3GIF, then 1 day a week, then 3 days a week, then 5 days a week, then Cocktails with Queens was canceled, then the whole Hazel E and Chloe Bailey controversy, which ended up, giving them their first viral moments on the blogs. Then they had their Houston in person show, okay, their Houston show in person. And that was the beginning of their syndicated era, where they were supposed to be moving into being on TV by the new year. Then we got Funky's exit. We got Flame Monroe versus Funky. We got Funky's response. Then we got Funky's response part 2, where he name dropped Claudia. We had Claudia's IG live. Like, listen, there's a whole timeline to it. So before I go and pull all the receipts that I kept mentioning in the first video that I did, let me know if y'all would be interested in that. Because I'm thinking about doing it. I'm thinking about doing it while the tea is still hot and whatnot, because I did that first video, and I originally, honestly, I only intended for that video to really be like 20 minutes. Somehow it ended up being like 2 hours. That's always the case. And that's not exactly the way that I wanted to do that video, especially if it was going to be 2 hours anyways, then I might as well have to just pulled all the receipts. So I'm thinking about, since there's so much confusion out there and people are just basing their opinions on bullshit, I'm thinking about doing like an actual deep dive video. I'm thinking about it. Okay. Don't hold your breath on it. Don't hold your breath on it. Because I did say I am overstimulated with this topic, but then at the same time, I get even more worked up when I see so much misinformation spread, or when like there's information and truth right in front of people's face that people are just not paying attention to. That like really grinds my gears, and I don't know what it is, but that it just pisses me off. Like every time I watch a video and people are like, "Oh well, Armon shouldn't have roasted it. It called for a roast and not a read. That was a read and unprofessional." And it's just like, okay, that's the surface of it. Like it's so much more going on, and I don't know. Maybe my video will save the world and help save some of the confusion, and give the girls some clarity. Okay, because people be revisionists when it comes to history, and be trying to rewrite history, and be trying to forget things that have happened. But everything in life is a domino effect, and so every little piece matters. Just like Funky Dineva, people are like, oh, he may be innocent and he might have been moving on up, because he's doing some wonderful things right now. He's actually working with Nikki Gilbert. Just did an interview that's about to come out this week, and that's great and that's amazing. But he still ties into the overall story because he set the precedent with his forewarning of what was to come, really. So let me know if y'all want that. Okay, child, that was a long introduction, but go ahead and like this video so we can get into this video.
The universe is V double T to the Y, and it won't stop till I wake up and realize that I am the 1, 2, 3. I am the bitch that these little niggas need. How you gonna escape when I am the key? That for everywhere I go, they say following me like damn. Get back on track, look at who I am. Every day is numbered in this lifespan. Look in the mirror, tell myself again. Self-love and happiness is all about a God's plan. I wanna be happy, doing what I please, trying to do what I need, whatever it takes to be free. I wanna be happy.
Okay, so we're going to start this video off with Armon, right? Now, listen, I want to make something very clear. And actually, let me put me back on the screen for a second. I want to make something very, very clear, okay? I am not in the business of... This is not a YouTube thing. This is not a YouTuber thing, okay? Fox Soul is owned by Fox Network, okay? This is a bigger, much, much bigger platform than just YouTube. Even though the show airs on YouTube, it is something along the lines of the Shade Room, of the Neighborhood Talk. Hell, I'll even go as far as to say, a version of some sort of like a Wendy Williams show, a talk show, The Real, The View, okay? So this is not meant to be like one of those salacious type of messy tea videos where it's like, oh, you heard what this YouTuber said? Girl, that is so 15 years ago. Okay. That is so 10 years ago. We're not in that space. Okay. And honestly and truly, we probably would not even be mentioning Armon's name if he was not attached to this show. And that's not any disrespect on his part. Or my part rather, to him, is just to say, he is a YouTuber that became a talk show host. And because this is an actual legitimate talk show, we're not talking like a YouTube panel. This isn't Ooh Ladies First or the Chasing Reality panel. Like, we're talking about an actual, legitimate, backed by a huge corporation TV network talk show. That is why we are, okay, having this conversation and bringing Funky Dineva as well as Armon Wiggins into it. Otherwise, like I said, we don't mention other YouTubers over here because, quite frankly, I don't give a fuck. Okay, but anyways, let's go ahead and get into this. Okay, so a couple of days ago, we all know what happened on Thursday, Friday, whatever, right? Now, there's so much that's all over the place. That's why I said a proper tea receipts video might be necessary, because it's just, you got to go to this person's video to get part of the live. You got to go to that person to get the other part of the live. It's like, it's all over the place because, of course, people post and they delete, right? And I tried to look for Claudia's Instagram lives and I couldn't necessarily find it in whole. I'm sure that I can, but it'll probably likely be under somebody's YouTube channel, as they've already reviewed and talked about it and included it in their video, whatever. But just know that a couple of days ago, things hit the fan. It was all over the blogs. Everybody and their mama knows the story by now. Okay, cool, whatever. So on Friday, Al Reynolds had posted this, and we're going to go to his Instagram and see if it's actually still up. But on Friday, Al Reynolds had posted, "Hello, guys. Today's show has been canceled as I am dealing with some internal issues on what is supposed to be my birthday weekend." Now, I'm not even about to get into the comments because we're gonna try to refrain from cursing as much within this video, okay? And y'all know I'm an emotional speaker, so I'm not even gonna try to go through the comments on this one. But if you don't know how I feel about Al and how I feel about this whole situation, go check out the first video that I did. But that was the video. That was the message that he posted. People thought that he was talking about TeaGIF was being canceled, but he was talking about his YouTube channel, his YouTube show. Either way, he should have made it more clear. But people are now like, okay, is the show canceled indefinitely, right? Is the show canceled indefinitely? Especially when you take the fact that right here, he just posted 34 minutes ago, we're back. Tonight, we are back live, and we will be talking about whatever, right? Now, mind you, this says all questions and comments will be addressed. See you live at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The last time I checked, isn't that the same time that... Last time I checked, didn't TGIF come on at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? This boy in the corner is real cute, and he looked like somebody I used to mess with. A couple of boys I used to mess with. He looked like a couple of boys I used to mess with. This ain't about me. Get out my business. But last time I checked, doesn't TGIF come on at... Oh, okay. But I love how on this post, Al has the comments limited on... I'm refraining from cursing, so we're going to keep it nice. Anyway, so that's that. So, like I said, all over YouTube, everybody and their mama was trying to figure out, okay, what's going on? Like, is the show canceled? Is it not? Right? Like I said, everybody was doing reviews and doing, doing whatnot, trying to figure out, okay, is it canceled? Make it make sense. Had did a video saying canceled for now, maybe forever. This is a video where I think maybe they got let me see.
When heading out on the walk,
we just want to skip around because this really more so has to deal with comments that I want to get into and a couple of specific blog posts, but we just want to skip around.
You'd like to be notified of all of our future content. Today, I bring you a surviving fox soul. We will dive into this further about him. The reason that he used the gift is not as well.
I can't.
Went on Fox Soul.
Too, so I can't take anything down. But yeah, that episode has been taken down because, I guess Al complained about it. So I had someone that had my back like that.
I'm gonna just say, and this is why I say I feel like I need to do a tea video, because this is what I say when I say Claudia throws a rock and she hides her hands. And then she jumps behind being a woman. She jumps behind having a vagina. She jumps behind being a black woman. She jumps behind being a black woman with a vagina. And if you don't know why I say that the way that I say it that way for a reason, because a lot of people feel like if you don't have a vagina, you're not a woman. But we're not even going to get into that discussion, child, especially not when it comes to TGIF. Because what are you even doing watching TGIF if you are homophobic or transphobic? Let's start there. Just like, why is she even hosting the show if she has such disdain and feelings for a Anyways, like I said, we try not to curse in this video. Try not to curse. Shout out to this creator, Sean Davey Way Show. And I'm going to just say it now. Shout out to everybody. Okay, shout out to everybody. Y'all see their YouTubes on the screen. Shout out to all of them. I'm not going to go one by one. Thank you to all of them, okay? Because they done pulled the receipts that I have yet to do, okay? But I just wanted to be known and shown what Claudia does. She throws a rock and then she hides her hand, but she's very, very shady, very, very messy. And let me play it back.
How she feels about what recently went on Fox Soul.
So I can't take anything down. But yeah, that episode has been taken down because, you know, I guess Al complained about it. So I had someone that had my back like that. Yeah, but anyways, why?
And that's what she does each and every time. What? I'm just saying, I'm just asking. I can't ask a question as a woman. I can't ask a question. No, you guys are attacking me. Okay, as the resident female on this platform, I just feel like, what? No, you know exactly what you're doing, sis. So when somebody come and whack you over your head again, okay, don't say nothing.
Why do you support Democrats? Well, I'm sure not gonna support the political party that wants to like take away diversity and rights for women and all that kind of stuff. Like, there's just too much wrong with the Republican Party. So, yeah. I miss you on Housewives from Brazil. Thank you. Yeah, live back on the show Monday. Yep. How do we get the Dallas reboot? What happened? And actually, our entire production team is black. Each other, not cool. That's not.
And she gets into another point that I wanted to, and maybe I need to write this down on my list. Okay, the down part, the TGIF. Okay, because what I also hear a lot of people saying is, oh, how y'all let Fox do that to y'all? They split up a black panel. How y'all let them white people do that to y'all? And it's like, y'all, it's called Fox Soul, like Universal Circus was not clicking.
It's not what happened. And actually, our entire production team is black. And we roast every single person's birthday on the cast has been roasted. And there had been some horrific things said about me before in a roast, but we laugh it off like that's what roasts are. It should only really hurt your feelings or bother you if the stuff they're saying is true. Like when it's not true, you could be like, okay, whatever. But the stuff that's true, I could see how that would strike a nerve. But the white people, they did not make us pit us against each other. It's something we've been doing for years, ever since the tea started. What's up, Justin?
And this is actually one of the clips that matter of fact, let me go ahead, because knowing me, let me go ahead and bookmark this. I need to just keep a folder called receipts. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and, I already do. Okay, look at me. Look at me already having a folder called receipts on my bookmarks. I know that's right. I know that. You know what? Go ahead and like the video because I'm smart. Go ahead and like the video because I'm that girl.
Yes, I am the leader of the new school. Bring a tight and a whole lot of new bros. Giving the guys to the shit, get the people. This body, this tongue just straight through out. No, I don't want to kiki ho. This shit right here on repeat, yo. Not here, one of y'all gonna see me though. In charge of the girl that's chi ho. I'm the motherfucking queen of the shit. Who you know, running up the green till it's lit. Throwing ass in the digit turn on my head. If a bitch talk shit, then it shout to the lips, bitch. All my bitches ain't ignorant. All my bitches ain't hella bit. All my bitches ain't in the club unless you can't handle it. All my bitches ain't ignorant. All my bitches ain't hella bit. All my bitches ain't in the club.
Okay, so yeah, this is apparently the video that I was referring to in the last video that I did, where I said she eventually does come out and finally say something. This is one of the videos that I was referring to, but I'm showing this for a reason, okay? I don't know how many other videos I'm gonna get into, but I just want it to be known that everybody's pretty much been speaking. As y'all just saw, you know, I don't know if Al has done a live. He posted what he posted saying the show was canceled. for that night, and I guess he was focusing on his birthday. But as you just saw 30 minutes ago, he said, I'm back live on my YouTube channel at the time that I'm supposed to be doing TGIF. Instead of doing that, I'm gonna be live on my YouTube channel doing my show, and all comments and concerns are gonna be addressed. So he's preparing to speak tonight. Claudia Jordan has been speaking all weekend on multiple different Instagram lives, up at 4 o'clock in the morning, stressed the hell out because of Tasha K in his show and the messiness coming back to bite her. And of course, you know, Armon is over there talking as well. So I just want to give people a rounded perspective, because once we get into Armon and what he has to say, I want it to make more sense, right? Because, child, I'm going to just say, again, like I said in my original video, I understand where Armon is coming from. I wonder if we actually have similar placements. Like, I feel like he might be an Aquarius rising. I really do. I feel like we might have a similar natal chart. Because I can see how he's being painted as the total villain, and he's fallen on the sword, and he's not necessarily helping himself. And not that I'm trying to help him help himself. I just want people to be fully educated and have a well-rounded view of what's going on, and not just look at the loudest person in the room just because your ears and eyes automatically go to them because they are the loudest. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's why I wanted to do this, right? And then aside from that, we already know if anybody's going to spill the tea and tell exactly what happened, it's more than likely going to be Armon. But, like, you know, some of this backstory is kind of necessary to understand how a person can get to that point. I mean, look at the way that people do Nikki all the time. Look at the way that people in the industry do Nikki all the time. Push her, poker, poker, poker. And as soon as she go off, ooh, look at her on a coke rant. Y'all know how y'all do. But let's go ahead and get back into, you know, this one of the many Instagram lives that Claudia did this weekend. Like I said, Al Reynolds said his little piece in that message. I don't know if he went and did any other lives or whatever, but he's preparing to go live on his YouTube channel and speak his piece about everything tonight. Claudia has done several lives. Armon has been tweeting up a storm, so they've all been talking nonstop.
Farrah Franklin, I gotta see you soon. Yeah. Everyone gets roasted. Like, a real roast, they go, if you think our roast was mean, please look up the roast of Flavor Flav, Pam Anderson. Basically, look up any roast. Those people, you're like, the look at my face, I was like, ah, that's how they be. They have you gagging every time, because that's what a roast is. Recap, a kickback. Can I interview about college show? Sure. Well, it's not they, it's one person. A viable third party, yes. We do need a viable third party. Anthony, yes, I do. Farrah Franklin said is a queen, and don't play with her. William the Baddest is, who knows, sir? I don't know the answer to that question. I'm going to leave it at that. It was fun watching you on Deal on Deal Island.
Get an extra little something sweet when you shop.
Yeah, because of course y'all know. One thing we're going to do on YouTube is get paid. Content and coin and content. Hopefully he ain't showing out like the baddies be showing out, how they be having ads every 2 seconds.
With the JetBlue Plus card, you get 2 times.
No, the show was on yesterday. So Al put a post out, I guess, saying that the show was canceled. And I feel like that was misleading. I think he meant his, whatever he does on YouTube. I've never seen the show. So people thought that
the shade. The shade. And then you know what the gag is that people will, because y'all love to be dumb. I don't even want to say dense, because I know that's the word that everybody's trying to say now that Candace done said it on Potomac. I'm sorry, on Real Housewives of Pedestrian. Don't try to be dumb. Don't try to be dumb. Y'all know what people be doing. But she said that she had never seen the show. But you come on. You You mean the same show that Al makes sure that he promotes every TGIF episode? Come on now. There's not a moment where Al is not sitting there acting like Carlos King and relating the topic back to himself and to his platform. Okay? Like literally there'll be a topic of anything, anybody, talking about whatever. And he'll be like, well, as I discuss on my YouTube platform, kicking it with Al. Come on. And she probably don't like that either. Because, you know, rumor has it, the girls are saying that Claudia may not deal well when other people rise to popularity. I don't know if it's so much of that. I just think she don't like gay people. I think it's really just that. I just think she don't like gay people. I don't think it has anything to do with somebody's star power being more than hers. Like, I don't think it has anything to do with that.
There was no show, and guess what? That makes the numbers go down, right? We had pre-taped that show on Thursday, and it was all good before the roast episode. So that show was fine. It was in the can. So it was a good show. So that show was on. So I think that post, whatever he posted, I don't follow him. So I think that post he posted, which was sent to me for the roast episode. So that show was fine. It was in the can. So it was a good show. So that show was on. I'm eating food. So I think that post, whatever he posted, I don't follow him. So I think that post he posted, which I don't follow him. So I think that post, whatever he posted, I don't follow him. So I think that post he posted, which was sent to me, misled people to think, well, I'm not going to even watch the show tonight or tune in because it's not on. But it was on. So, yeah, tried it. What do you think about the roasts? I thought it was hilarious. And I was like, whoa, you went there. And everything he said was true. Like, I think that's why feelings are involved, because everything was, he basically spilled tea, but that's what a roast is. A roast tells shit that is like kind of embarrassing and it kind of puts you on the spot. And if you're not doing anything wrong, then you shouldn't have to worry about it. So I look at it. So you don't like Al nor Funky? No, I like Funky. I think Funky's hilarious. Do I not get along with Al? Well, we used to be friends. I put him on the show.
Clock it. Clock it. Clock it. Clock it. Clock it. Mind you, this is already after a week of them embarrassing Al. This is already after a week of them embarrassing Al. On Tuesday, Claudia was secretly in the comments trying to get Linnell, like pressing for Linnell to ask Al about his relationship with Star Jones, which apparently they're not allowed to, because it's come out now that the hosts aren't allowed to ask Al about his relationship with Star Jones because she sent a cease and desist. So Claudia was in the comments, you know, trying to be sneaky and messy and saying, Linnell, you do it, because Linnell isn't under that cease and desist. So Linnell has no legal obligations and she can go ahead and ask. So that happened on Tuesday, right? Claudia was trying to blindside Al. On Wednesday, what happened is that something ended up coming up, and then Claudia basically tried to sun Al on air and was basically like, listen, I put you on, I gave you this job. In other words, I put you on, I gave you this job and I can take it away type shit, right? And so then on Thursday, we know, of course, the roast happened, which we should all know by now that she helped approve because she is the host and creator of this show. Okay, she may not own the show, but she is a producer of the show. So she already knew the roast was coming, as she has confirmed within this, because they had already been doing roast for that entire year, including when Funky was there. So it's like all of that adding up, as well as what she just said right here.
Do I not get along with Al? Well, we used to be friends. I put him on the show.
That's not what she said about Funky.
I love Funky. No, I like Funky. I think Funky's hilarious. Do I not get along with Al? Well, we used to be friends. I put him on the show. You know, we used to be friends.
Do not get into my comments asking how is Claudia helping to sabotage the show. Right. Because clock it.
We haven't been friends for a long time. I will say that. And I haven't been happy with some of the behind the scenes things he's been doing. It's been.
Wait, what'd she just say?
I haven't been happy with some of the behind the scenes things he's been doing.
Oh, okay.
On yesterday, that post, whatever he posted, leave it at that.
We gotta go. She hasn't been happy with some of the behind the scenes things that he's been doing.
It was fun watching you on Deal on Deal.
Where's it at?
Well, I'm not going to even watch the show tonight or tune in because he spilled tea, but that's what a roast is. A roast tells shit that is like kind of embarrassing. And I haven't been happy with some of the behind the scenes things he's been doing. And I was like, whoa, you went there. But it was on. So, yeah, tried it. What do you think about the roasts? I thought it was hilarious. And I was like, whoa, you went there. And everything he said was true. Like, I think that's why feelings are involved, because everything was, he basically spilled tea, but that's what a roast is. A roast tells shit that is like kind of embarrassing and it kind of puts you on the spot. And if you're not doing anything wrong, then you shouldn't have to worry about it. So I look at it. So you don't like, not get along with Al? Well, we used to be friends. I put him on the show. We used to be friends. We haven't been friends for a long time. I will say that. And I haven't been happy with some of the behind the scenes things he's been doing.
So how is it not connecting for y'all dodo birds out there that she's the one who fed the information to Armon? How is it not connecting for y'all dodo birds out there that she's not only the one who fed the information to Armon, but she's the reason in the battery in Armon's back to even go on the show and say it? No, it's okay. You're not going to get fired. We've been doing roasts. We did a roast for my birthday. We did a roast for your birthday. We did a roast for Funky's birthday. It's a part of the show. You're not going to get fired. It's a roast. She literally just told y'all as the audience that a roast is supposed to be tea. How is that not connecting for y'all? I'm silent because I'm trying not to go on a rant. But I'm going to just say, sometimes as people, we got to take a step back and look at things objectively, right? And we got to look at the cape that's in our hands and figure out if what it is that we trying so hard to defend is even worth it, or if it's making us look stupid. That's all I'm going to say. Because people going hard trying to defend her when she literally just said, me and Al ain't been friends in forever. He did some whack-ish that got me feeling a certain type of way. So when it came time to the roast, I felt no ways about it because everything Armon said was true. And Al shouldn't have felt no type of way because it was true. So what does that tell y'all? Turn it on. Turn it on. Please turn it on. Turn them brains on.
It's been like really like shocking over the years to see, like, I didn't really know this person like I thought. But, I can work with anyone. I'll work.
Sounds like somebody that's vindictive. Sounds like somebody that has an agenda. He did some shady stuff behind my back in real life that I did not like. But guess what? I got to work. And because I'm legally obligated to a contract, because again, this ain't no YouTube panel show that I just put together with my homegirls. This is a big $1 billion corporation that's paying us $500,000 to sponsor us and to create our show, to host our show every year. So they're investing $500,000 and we're barely even pulling enough views. So because we're legally obligated to be here and I can't just go to the boss like you can, because if I could find the timestamp, I would go back to it. It was right at the beginning when she said, oh, crazy how you got pulled in management. You was able to get the show pulled down. Oh, it must be nice to have friends in management. Remember when she shaded him right at the beginning of this video? Yeah. Sometimes you got to listen to the word. That's why I tell y'all all the time. Listen to what's said and listen to what's not being said and ask questions. Can't be so gullible. Can't be so gullible. So I everybody around here like, oh, it's Armon's fault. It's Armon's fault. Yeah, Armon was the mouthpiece. He was the mouthpiece. He was the Monique, the Kaya, the one that falls on the sword for the good of everybody else. What was that quote that Monique said? She said something to the effect of, oh, if I got to fall on the sword, or if I got to fall down and burn a couple of bridges and fall down, just to make sure that my sister's able to, my sisters that's coming behind me is able to walk across, and so be it. Even though Monique is problematic, and that's a whole other conversation, you get the point that I'm trying to make. You get the point that I'm trying to make. We're not about to do this whole protect black women shit over here and skip over the fact that Claudia is being messy. She literally just told y'all, I don't like Al. I don't mess with him. I don't fuck with him. Haven't done so in a long time. I'm only here because I'm legally obligated to be here. I can't just go to management and tell them to pull down an episode or tell them about a problem with a coworker like he can. So yeah, all that tea that Armon gave, yeah, it was true. Yeah, I knew about it. Yeah, I found it hilarious. Y'all don't see how that's problematic? Okay.
And I've had to work with people before. I'm happy with some of the behind the scenes things he's been doing. And it's been like really like shocking over the years to see, like, I didn't really know this person like I thought. But, you know, I can work with anyone. I'll work. And I've had to work with people before.
Even with that statement right there, y'all can work with anybody. I'll work. So in other words, I'm going to work with you until it's time that I can professionally drag you without putting my job in jeopardy. Again, you got to read between the lines. I'm not about to do anything that's going to mess up my bag. Like, yeah, I could coexist. You know what y'all be asking these girls to do on these housewife shows? Yeah. Whoa, wasn't Claudia on a housewife show? So shouldn't she know how to coexist with another bitch you don't like? And just look at them as her coworker? Yeah, same thing. Housewives 101, which she's been trained in. Yeah, I can work with you because legally we are obligated to be here. I don't mess with you. I don't rock with you, but I'm not about to mess up my bag. So I can coexist, but don't think that I forgot about what it is that you've done. And when the time is right. And so here we are.
Unfortunately, this is a show that it was created because like we had 3 people that actually got along and like actually like talking to each other and weren't jealous and like to have fun and wanted to like see it.
There we go again. Throwing the rock and hot in her hands. She's calling Funky jealous. Because Funky is the only one, to our knowledge, that came out complaining about how much he was getting paid. Because rightfully so, him being the face of goddamn YouTube commentary, and then you got Fox Soul trying to break into the YouTube commentary space, and then you go and get one of the biggest creators in the commentary space, but yet you want to undercharge him? And then you want to call him jealous because he's like, oh, how much she getting paid? Oh no, why is she making more than me? It be the slick, underhanded comments like this that go over y'all head because we be trying so hard to just defend no matter what. That's never gonna fly over here.
3 people that actually got along and like actually like talking to each other and weren't jealous and like to have fun and wanted to like see it for each other. And like we were so looking forward to being in the studio together, you know. We were so looking forward to like seeing what the show could go into. But like I think there was a lot of things folks were worrying about what other people were getting paid and if we were getting the same money. And then there was some jealousy and motherfuckers taking pictures of your car and Instagram and screenshotting it and sending it to each other and keying and being jealous and being like, oh, you have this house and you have this and oh, we must not be getting the same money, and then being resentful. But yeah, I work so much, you guys. Like TeaGIF is not my only job.
Ready to love how you feel?
Tasha K said you told Armon that. I did not. Tasha K doesn't know what the fuck is going on unless Al called her, which he probably did. I haven't spoken to Tasha. I didn't tell her.
Oh, I didn't know that part. I did not know that part.
What the fuck is going on unless Al called her, which he probably did.
Oh.
I haven't spoken to Tasha. I didn't tell her all that stuff she said. She's putting 10 on 20. That is not accurate.
Which has come out to be a lie because Tasha did come with actual text message receipts. Funky put out his video about Flame Monroe and Claudia on January 8th. And the text messages with Tasha and Claudia are from January 9th, a day later. Go back to the original video I did. Or like I said, let me know down in the comment box below because I could do a video putting all of the receipts in chronological order. Just so everybody understands the timeline and can literally see all the receipts in chronological order. I don't know how long that's going to take, but I can do that.
We did have a conversation, but it wasn't like that. And it's like she's leaving out her part that she was saying, you know, but that's what people do when they run back. What you said, but I didn't have to hype Armon up. I didn't hype him up to like say this stuff. It's a roast, and he's fucking good at it.
She didn't have to hype him up because you saw that there was two people that already had tension brewing. So yes, our mom is 100% solely responsible for the words that come out of his mouth. But see, when, because let me put something else on screen real quick. Actually, you know what? Because I don't want to have to deal with another ad. Just hold on real quick. Go ahead and like this video while I pull up these receipts.
If you wanna be together, you gotta spend that cheddar. You wanna be forever, you gotta spend that cheddar. Nothing for free, I cuss a lot. Bitch, I'm a queen, not like the thoughts. If you wanna be together, you gotta spend that cheddar. You wanna be forever, you gotta spend that cheddar. Gotta send a check on me, gotta send the rest on me. Ay, ay, gotta be successful. If you want the best of me, ay, ay, gotta send a check on me, gotta send the rest on me. Ay, ay, gotta be successful. If you want the best of me, ay, 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 come and make it rain on me. Daddy, 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 I love money. You see this strip, you see this sight. Don't you know it come with a price? Don't you know that I'm the type you gotta pay for a poetry, right? I ain't looking to be dread.
Okay, Bailey done made it, but hold on. Let me. It's uploading right now. Let me put it up on screen. So this was 3 months ago. This is 3 months ago, right? Now, mind you, they started looking for a new co-host in January because Funky had announced that he was leaving towards the end of 2023, right? Like at the beginning of 2024. I feel like he announced that he was leaving around Christmas, but either way, around New Year's, we'll say. So it was announced that Armon was going to be a rotating guest host in January, but he didn't get the actual permanent position until March. So it was around March, around that time. The dates might be slightly off, but I feel like it was around that time when he officially got, co-hosted or whatever. And there was a whole bunch of just tension between the two. And it wasn't coming from Armon's side. It was coming from Al Reynolds' side. So as you'll see on screen, this was 3 months ago. Somebody made a video and said, tension at TGIF, Armon Wiggins and Al Reynolds clear up speculations on tensions between the co-hosts. Another video says Al Reynolds giving Armon Wiggins his flowers on Instagram Live before they go live on Fox Soul. Now, mind you, this is all after Al Reynolds allegedly got talked to by production, because there was hella people within the comments trying to tell Al that he needed to relax on how hard he was talking to Armon. And you know what? Just because I don't want to have to keep saying wait till another video, let's go and find that tea right now. And I'm gonna pause this and be right back. Okay, so here we are. It's March 12th, 2024. TGIF had just announced that Armon Wiggins was going to be the host. And I'm not sure if this is the episode, but I feel like it happened this week, because it was specifically an episode where Armon got a segment. And I don't know if people was clocking the behavior towards Armon before coming from Al, but I do know that as soon as Armon got a music segment, people immediately clocked how Al was feeling. Now, mind you, I'm going through the comments trying to see, okay, was this the episode that it happened? But I feel like if this wasn't the episode, let's say that this happened on a Monday, then by that Friday, Armon had the music segment already, right? But let's go ahead and go through the comments, because there's a comment right here that I saw, and this is from 3 months ago. Somebody says, I cannot be the only one that noticed and felt Claudia's energy when she announced Armon as the new permanent host. Al at least mustered some sort of genuine enthusiasm. Claudia didn't even try and fake the funk. He was obviously not her pick. She made the announcement as she needed to do and kept it moving. Also, I've noticed her demeanor towards Al has changed. She seems cooler towards him, more guarded. Overall, her vibe has changed. And you know what? Let me say this, because I completely forgot, and I need to write this down. I completely forgot about, and I feel like it was right around the Chloe Bailey time, where everybody was noticing that the chemistry between the three was off. And then it seemed like there was like a whole month where the three of them weren't on together. It was like Claudia was gone for 2 weeks, then Funky was gone for 2 weeks, and Al was gone. And it was rotating guest hosts. We was getting tired of Carolina. Like, I remember specifically, and I feel like that was last summer. And I feel like it was shortly after the Chloe Bailey stuff. But everybody was saying how the chemistry was off, and it felt off for the longest time. And everybody was noticing Funky's chemistry was just completely off. And it was like that for the longest time. So just note that. Just leave that, in the back of your brain. Okay. But let me see. Where's that comment? I think she's exhausted from College Hill. Child, please, y'all lost. He was still talking to Funky way after he left. So y'all really think Claudia had no say on who they ultimately chose? Of course, she has some say. I never disputed that. And it makes sense that she would as the head commentator for the show. However, it obviously wasn't enough to trump the decision to go with Armon. I mean, her body language is super palatable, at least to me. I'm not a reach at all. It's glaringly obvious. Mind you, this looks and appears to be, a cisgender biological woman. But okay, no, you're not the only one, and I picked up on it immediately as well. I was surprised. Not many people commented on it. It was very obvious to me. She definitely seems like she was trying to be professional, but doesn't care for him at all. I think she has someone else in mind as well, but I think Armon was chosen because there is some contention there, and he brings in a younger crowd, myself included. I also think she's still offended by them laughing at her during the sexual assault conversation. I don't think they were laughing at the SA, but the double standard when it comes to men and of women of who gets taken seriously. Was looking for this comment. I agree. On the most recent show, the vibe was way better. They must have had a serious team meeting behind the scenes, which is what I think happened, as they've had several team meetings behind the scenes. Again, Tasha K has already said that. Tasha K has confirmed that Claudia has come to her after a team meeting. Okay, but I agree. It was very distasteful, actually. I had secondhand embarrassment. What a lukewarm announcement after being without a host for a while. Then had all the enthusiasm about her own stuff and story. Al was laying it on pretty thick. You make me want to be better. And that's exactly why I don't like Al. I read straight through his fake ass. But let's get into the announcement. And I'm going to have to put something up on screen because, child, Fox will be copywriting.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Claudia Jordan. We are here to spill the tea and break down some of the biggest headlines in the news and on social media. So sit back, relax, and get ready to sip on this hot tea. Please welcome Al Reynolds and our new official co-host, Armon Wiggins. What's up, Armon?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Congratulations. How do you feel?
I'm really, really excited. Really quick, I'm just, coming from a place where when I was a kid, I was always, and I'm really grateful.
Child, y'all better off going and looking for yourself because I'm not trying to get this copyrighted.
All right. Now, soulmates, in case you missed our new opening, we'd like to thank our...
Quiet out the noise. No one can stop you. No man, woman, boy, child, anybody. They cannot stop what's for you. And I'm happy to be here, and I can't wait to make magic with you guys. So,
all right.
Let's do it.
All right. Now, soulmates, in case you missed our new opening, we'd like to take our moment to congratulate Armon Wiggins, and thank you for that. And we are ready to get into some things, as you say. And you're going to get graphics from time to time. So that's part of being part of the TGI family. Al gets little arms, and you got the applause right there. All right, well, now the cleanse is over. You got the job. What you sipping on tonight?
A little Moscato today. Prosecco Moscato. Keeping it light tonight.
I love me some Moscato.
Okay, and that's pretty much where the excitement ends. Like, it wasn't really, it was just kind of like, oh, well, you here. Okay, anyways, let's go into the show. And like other people have commented, she was way more enthusiastic when it came time for her and her story. And okay, you can go and find that clip on your own. Okay, but I wanna find the clip where people started noticing the energy, because again, I'm telling you, where I noticed it was where it was when Armon got his own segment, which happened like immediately upon him working there. And that was the criticism that Al tried to give. Like on some, boy, how you get a segment and you just started here and I ain't had one. Now let's see if we can find that episode. Because I'm surprised that they didn't make it into his own video. I would think that's what they would have done. I would think so. Well, let's see, because I might have to pause this again, child, if they didn't. Let's see. Actually, yeah, just so it's no dead space, I'm gonna pause this again. So I'm still going through the TGIF Fox Soul YouTube channel, and I'm looking for more and more receipts, right? I'm still looking for the video, the specific video where Armon got his music segment, but I'm going through the comments, right? And as you can see, right, this was what, 3 months ago, March 14th, not even a week after Armon became the new host, okay? Only like 2 days after. This is like Armon's second official show or third official show as a co-host, right? And just going through the comments. Can Al stop calling Armon son? That's so disrespectful. Armon is a full-grown man. Full-grown, exactly. And the condescending laugh be sending me over the top. Mind you, this is 3 freaking months ago. Crazy part is he apologized for calling him boy and being disrespectful, but he just still do it. I hate when he does that. If Armon doesn't mind, I don't mind. It's a term of fondness. Y'all just nitpicking. No, we weren't. Went from calling him boy to son. Armon holding his own, as I was saying. Like I was saying, yes, Armon, don't let Al bully you. Isn't Al being a bully? This show is mad spicy now. I'm loving it. Al can't control his passion, releasing that pent-up frustration because Armon a cutie. Child. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Because I saw another comment. Yes, Armon, show Al you will no longer be disrespected. Yes. Yep, Armon will simply leave and go on with his life as if this ain't his, my opinion. Yes, Armon, hold your own. Al can be a bully sometimes. I love Al and Armon's little shade fights and the beautiful Claudia referee. This is a fun group. I love this group now. But as you can see, that's how it started. So it started with shade. And I feel like it honestly and truly speaking, because me and Armon are so similar, I feel like at the beginning it started off on some, who the is you talking to? I mean, I'm gonna keep it cute for work, but like, who is it? Who is he talking to? Ah, shit! I just started this job. I can't fuck it up. Okay, let me put on my big girl face, big girl panties. Okay. Well, let's go to the comments. They seem to be loving it. Okay, well, it's engagement. Okay. So maybe we could work into the show somehow, right? Until you realize, no, we really don't fuck with each other. No, you really are disrespecting me. No, I can no longer keep pacifying it because you really are disrespecting me. It's no longer about working it into the show where it just being my job. Like, this was then his day 3. Mind you, he had already guest hosted, but this is his 3rd official day of being a co-host. And already the comments is lit up talking about how Al is disrespecting him. Disrespecting him, right? I'm gonna take it on to another video. I don't know if this is the video where he and matter of fact, let me see. Can I jump through? Because I'm so scared to. Let me put something on screen. Because again,
how should I plant this if my garden?
I do not want Fox Soul to flag me. So let me go ahead and put something up on screen. As I'm about to go through these, I'm about to scroll through the video and see if I could go to a specific part where Al was doing his bully thing. Okay. And y'all know it's Fox Soul, so of course they got 1,000 commercials
in the music industry. So I'm here for it.
Amber Brooklyn said,
we're
dry cleaning.
Child, I just decided to say F it. Okay. I just decided to say F it. And I went on to the next video. So now we are on, what day is this? This is March 15th. Okay. So this is like Armon's official 4th day. Right. And just going through the comments, Okay, just going through the comments, mind you, this is by this point in time, we ain't never seen Al so passionate. We ain't never seen him so enraged. He over talking at Armon, like clocked in, like doing the most, trying to show up and show out and overprove himself. And he calling him boy, he being condescending, all of that, right? The comments is saying, been watching daily now that Armon is on. Armon, you doing a great job and looking great while doing it. I was a little iffy about Armon at first, but he's really shown that he belongs here. This episode was absolutely hilarious, especially the part about Charles and Netta. Congratulations, Armon. This is going to be the best because, like I told you, it's a specific recipe that the show needs. You need a funky Dineva. You need an Armon Wiggins. You need a Sky Santana. You need a Kaya, a Jaguar Bright, a Tokyo Tony. Not everybody can do that type of gig. Just wanted to let you all know that the show is popping with Armon. Everybody has a great chemistry together. Things move along smooth. I don't think people understand how hard it is to find the right recipe. Okay. So as you can see, people are liking it. People are liking it. Okay. And at this point in time, people are clocking the disrespect from Al, but they're loving that Armon is pushing back and not being walked all over. Mind you, Armon is pushing back and as politically correct as he can. You can, like, at this time when I was watching, I could tell that they didn't like each other. I could tell that none of them liked each other because I'm good at energy and good at reading energy. And I could tell that the chemistry was off, but they was faking it for the show. I could tell that it wasn't natural. I could tell. Okay. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. But I say that was what, March 15th? March 15th. I just want to see. I'm going to probably do about 1 or 2 more videos before I let it go and just say that for the tea receipts deep dive that I do. But let me see if I type it in. Music segment. No. It wasn't after 2 months, was it? Let's see. Was it after 2 months? When was this? March 26th. It could have been around this. Okay. By this point in time, you know, some people started turning on Armon because he had some very choice words to say about Trump. Listen, that's on him. I understand completely what he was saying, but everybody, listen, y'all be moving and thinking emotionally. But I will say that once y'all start not liking a person, y'all become committed to that and y'all don't want to look at the facts and the data of the situation, right? Which is also what I think is going on and why people are going so hard on him and solely blaming him because, you know, because some of the choice things that he may have said on the show that people didn't agree with, right? Okay, because now people starting to say, am I the only one not feeling Armon? Oh, it's discussing how Armon is a gay man and supporting Trump and da-da-da-da. And Armon never once said that he necessarily supported Trump. He just said he's supporting the foolishness and the mess. And that's a whole conversation for another day because y'all still acting as though your vote matters. And that's not even a black thing. That's a human thing. Y'all acting like all this shit ain't already premeditated and predicted. But okay. Okay, Chad. Just like I've been telling y'all since 2023 that WW3 was coming, and then look at us now. Look at us now. Okay, now everybody that's 18 to 25 automatically got to register or automatically getting registered or something like that. Child. Anyways, child. But yeah, by this episode, people was over Armon. And solely because of, you know, his views when it came to Trump. And like I said, he had certain particular views when it came to Trump, more so speaking to the entertainment factor of it all. He was just like, listen, he got my vote because he entertaining, right? And I guess a lot of people felt like that was ignorant. Again, that's a whole other conversation that I don't care to get into, okay? Because that has nothing to do with what happened, okay? But let's see. Like I said, we're going to try to get into 2 more. We're going to go through 2 more comments. Because I just want to see if I can make my point. Because where's the music segment? Actually, you know what? Okay. I'm going to let it go for now. And we're just going to get into the actual apology that happened. So I'll give you the background details, right? So basically, Armon got awarded a music segment shortly after he was hired. And Al Reynolds felt like, well, I've been here forever, and why are you just now giving him, like, why are you giving him a music segment and I've been here forever? Oh, must be nice. And he said it on camera. And mind you, this is already after, you know, days and weeks and whatnot of him already being condescending, him calling him boy, him trying to son him strong arming him in conversation. Just it was just he just after he's already been rude, and then to say something like that, people was fed up in the comments, like fed up to the point where allegedly Foxo had to sit them down and force them to have a conversation. And that's how we get to this video right here.
A week, right?
You know how to bring the fire, brother. You know I love every second of that. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. I've been busting out this content and I'm getting ready for this show. I'm ready. I'm excited about these topics. I'm just a little bit tired. How are you? I know you just got back in town.
Coming back from the East Coast. Yeah, I was teaching last week, and then I went to New York, did DC, did Fox 5, DC. You know, trying to spread the word about TGIF and who's gonna get that seat.
Okay, I love this green screen. It's so much better than mine. Yours is like clean in the back.
Have that pull up one.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so let's chat about it. Okay, so a lot of people were like tearing you up in the comments. And I want you guys to know, like, me and Al are good. Like, we're not beefing. It's like we're creating like a great show for the people. You know what I mean? Like, we want to keep it interesting, we want to keep it entertaining. So we want to make sure that we let you guys know, like, we don't have any smoke, guys.
Cool, yeah. And then also I just want the people to know that Armon, we talked about this.
Now let me pause this right here. Because ain't no way in hell that somebody about to be, especially with the racial connotations, you're not about to be calling me boy. Well, first of all, you shouldn't be calling me that anyways, okay? That'd be pride. Okay, but there's no way in hell that you as a grown-ass man who damn near 40 is about to sit on the platform and allow somebody that is probably only, 10, 15 years older than you to sit and call you boy and son repeatedly, especially with all the racial connotations on that, right? And disrespect you the way that he does. So this is what I meant by Armon being offended at first and then being like, okay, well, I just got this job. Let me just chill. Let me just try to work it into the show somehow. But it's only but so many, like, come on now. That, like, y'all wouldn't be doing this live stream and having him apologize to you publicly if everything was truly all good. Y'all wasn't all good. Y'all wasn't all good. Now, I don't know the correct time frame because I'm not looking at the dates right now. I don't know if him going out with Al was before or after this live stream, but at some point they did go out and they had drinks and whatnot together. So I would assume that was probably before this live stream, which is why they like, oh, we good. No, but you're not though. Y'all got drunk together one night or was just out partying together one night. Y'all not good because chemistry is something that you can't fake. And people was reading through it and was lighting their asses up in the comments and more so lighting Al's ass up. Of course, again, until the point where Armon started pissing people off because of his certain views or whatever, but
live before, I really support you. You know, I like your electricity. I love your wit. And, even though your opinion is different than mine, I like it. I like it. You're younger. Your fingers on the pulse. Your ears on the street. I'm much older. So the only thing I didn't like is that they felt like I was disrespecting you. And, we could all have our opinions, but we don't have the right to disrespect anyone, right? Mm-hmm. And that's the part where I feel bad and I feel like it was misunderstood, because I don't have ill feelings. I don't, I'm not afraid of you taking jobs. I would love to, you know what I'm saying? I would love to work with you every day. I just think you're an incredible talent. You know this. I've said this to you before, and I'm just sorry that people really watched that clip and really took away the bad and not the good, which was
bitch, because it was no good. Shut the fuck up. Anyways, I'm sorry. I had to stop it. I can't. Let's go through the comments. He saw the public turning on him, so he was like, I better clean this up. Funky Dineva, Al and Armon need a Fox Soul show. It would be hilarious. Al isn't a dummy. He's a brand strategist, so he saw all those comments and realized he had better fix the situation. Armon is not a fool either. He knows a clean up when he sees one. They are afraid their numbers will drop again. I was talking down to Armon and we all witnessed it. It was his tone because we have been watching TGIF for years and he never once had that tone with anybody else. So they cannot tell me anything about people's body language. Oh, I just added that word in there. Anybody's language. But anyways, and that's what I want to say because it's a lot of casual watchers and casual listeners and casual people that's reviewing the show or coming to y'all with the news. And they not getting the story straight. Let's stop making it look like Armon came out of left field, out of nowhere, and just attacked this man. because he didn't. He didn't. Y'all not about to Nicki Minaj him in this situation. Now, with some of the stuff that he's doing now, post, after, well, we'll get to that, and we'll have opinions about that. But as far as everything leading up to the birthday roast, what we're not about to do is sit and be like, oh, well, it was a roast, and he made it into a read, and he's unprofessional at his job. Yeah, things led up to that. I was being extremely unprofessional for weeks. And people like myself that have seen every single episode, if not most of them, have been clocked it and been called out the fact that, yo, you don't talk to anybody else that way. You've never talked to a guest that way. You didn't even talk to Funky that way. And yet you're being extremely disrespectful to this man, like to the point where we was all getting secondhand embarrassment. Al, this is giving cleanup. He called Armon boy several times. He's never referred to anyone else in that seat that way. Be careful, Armon. Al, cut it out. You were being disrespectful when calling him a boy. Now, mind you, yes, Armon has a YouTube channel with 200,000 subscribers, but not everybody was necessarily his fans rushing around and commenting stuff like this. So don't get it twisted. No, it was people that, was just genuinely watching a show and saw what was going on. Boy, please, his tight face, big lips, and fake smile will forever give me pause. Listen, this always made me emotional. This is what emotional intelligence looks like. Either neither of these guys did anything wrong. I'll apologize for the perception. Girl, shut up. Anyways, Al did have a harsh tone. Speaking to him, I'm glad he got himself together. It's about time. Stop being nasty to Armon. You were too mature for that. And I was being disrespectful to Armon and made people uncomfortable many times. Just own it and move on and stop cutting him off or laugh at him when he speaks moving forward. Sometimes people are just so sensitive and sometimes people are always looking for a problem. It's amazing. It's amazing that this is a conversation. This conversation was even necessary. You needy ass people. Bitch, I'll smack the shit out of you. Shut your dumb ass up. Anyways, okay? Right here, okay, boom. He got the offer from Fox on March 1st, and by March 4th, Al was on his apology tour, and today they announced him as the permanent co-host. Look at that. Look at that. That's probably why I got the timeline messed up. That's probably why I couldn't find that music segment, because I feel like it probably did go like this. I feel like it did go like that. Armon was asked for a first week, then he came back maybe 3 weeks later, and then when he came back, he was asked to pick up the immediate next following week. I think that's how it went, or something like that. So that's probably why I got the timeline a little off, and I couldn't find the music segment video. But either way, as you can see in the comments, 3 months ago, this is what the person said. Armon got the offer on March 1st, and by March 4th, I was already on his apology tour. So we get to the roast. The roast happens. Everything that I mentioned in my first video happens. As you saw, Claudia did several lives. Al had posted that the show was canceled on his page. And as you saw, Al had posted just today, within the last hour, that, he was going to be live tonight to address everything. And of course, Armon has been speaking out ever since. Okay, now let's get into some of these posts that Armon is speaking out about. And actually, I want to go all the way back. Because again, I've been subscribed to Armon since probably about 2020. But I want to go all the way back. Because I read community posts. I just want to go all the way back and just see. Okay, this is when he had got announced as the host. I remember this. It really does feel just like yesterday. It really does. Let me see. Any comments that I need to look out for specifically? Okay, everybody, I don't care for you, but I would never knock someone's accomplishment. So, bitch, why is your dumbass following him? That's what I mean. Like, people like this, I block immediately. I don't care for you, but I would never knock someone's accomplishment. So why the fuck is your dumbass in his comments? Why are you following him then? Start reporting dumbass people. Start reporting dumbass people. Like, I am fed up. Start reporting dumbass people, because that hater energy, that low vibrational hater energy gotta stop. It gotta stop. It gotta stop. And it's not even about Armon. It's just, why would you go to somebody else's page just to be hateful? That's crazy. That is crazy. Let me see. Was the law posted over here? Let me see. Because I feel like he did post a live on YouTube, because that's when I saw it. But maybe he deleted it, child. Oh. Or maybe he had deleted it, child. Yeah, I guess he deleted it from YouTube, because I remember him being live on his channel, and he had posted the video with Al, and he was talking about how he was about to go live on TeaGIF. Okay, whatever. Either way, it don't matter. So let's go back to the community page, right? And I'm just gonna hope and pray. Actually, no, we could go to the Twitter. Let's go to Twitter. Let's go to Twitter, because I want to make sure I get everything. Come on, what we doing? Okay. All right. So we are on June 17th. So okay, so right here. Somebody said, Armon, you got the streets going crazy right now. He says, my work is done. My work is done. Then at some point he had tweeted Claudia Jordan and said, we still going to Vegas next month. Why he thinks that's his friend, I don't know. I feel like they trying to save face for the show. Or hopefully he doesn't really think that this is his friend. I don't know. Some of the recent posts that he done posted since he tweeted this that we're going to talk about, I feel like I don't know. Honestly, if I had to say, I feel like he probably tweeted this out intentionally because it relates to what he's recently posted. I would hope and think that Armon is not still dumb enough to think that this hoe is his friend. So I feel like this tweet was premeditated. And I'll get into why I say that in a few. But Claudia had ended up responding and said, I'm here now warming up the dice and looking for veneers. And he says, yes, I'm ready. Then Claudia says, adults only. And Armon says, meet and greet in Vegas will be fire. Soulmates, are y'all here for it? Mind you, there's no mention of Al. No mention of Al. However, this was posted. May your future be as drama-free as your past has been drama-filled. Netflix was good. Now, mind you, same post that he posted on YouTube, and it's also the same comment that he said in the Al roast. Okay, to the roast to Al. So today he said, it's always good energy now and then to have a moment of chaos, because that's when you get to see the real intentions of people. When your back is perceivably against the wall, child, you get to see who has your back, who's been jealous, and who's obsessed and been watching your every move. These things matter, because sometimes I get comfortable in my own world and in my own head, and then boom, all of this energy comes towards me, and I realize how you are really him. And the world is watching. Majority of them will wait until your hands are tied to show themselves. But when it's quiet, just know, no back talk, no. Just know that means you're winning, and they hate it, but they still watching. Sometimes I feel like I'm not zooming enough, or I get so much in my head, I don't realize the impact I made, and then something happens and reveals everything to me. I now know that silence, quietness doesn't always equal failure. It actually means success in major ways. I feel like this kind of relates to what I was saying in the first video about, going 2 steps back to go 10 forward. He might be, just kind of reflecting on everything and realizing like, okay, my name really out here. All of these people, I caused all this dysfunction, whatever. But he ends up posting, I'm glad I learned earlier in my YouTube career. And when he says learn, he's talking about Tasha K, Jason Lee, the things that he's been through with them, Cardi B. But he learned early in his YouTube career that anyone you meet in the creative space or same niche cannot and will not be your real friend. I disagree because I'm a real friend. However, fuck all these bitches because these hoes is fake, child. We already know what I've been through in 2015. And okay, we ain't got to talk about it, but we already know that I done learned this lesson, okay? But child, I be out here crashing out at the weirdness. But luckily, that lesson has already been taught. So carry on. I'm not shocked or surprised. I just want to bring up a prediction. Didn't I tell y'all that this year was going to be real 2016-ish? Didn't I tell y'all that? I told y'all that. And I told y'all that this summer was going to be real reminiscent of 2016, right? Especially when I was talking about the Nicki shit. I told y'all multiple times it was going to be real 2016, remembering it was going to be real, like it was going to feel like 2016, and it was almost going to feel like you finally reaping the rewards from what happened in 2017, 2018. Didn't I say that? Because I most definitely did. I'm just saying, just throwing it out there. Somebody says people are acting like Al doesn't speak over people and get upset when someone does it to him. They can't even cut to commercial sometimes because he's talking over the moderator and not letting her move that convo. Also, let's not get into him not engaging in Armon's commentary much anymore since viewers and productions. That's also another point that I meant to mention. There was a long period of time where Al just looked so disengaged to the point where every last video, all the comments were saying, what's wrong with Al? Why he look like he don't want to be there? Is he depressed? Da, 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 da. But no, this person just put it into better perspective. It wasn't so much about him being depressed or checked out or clocked out. It was more so, and let's go back to the tweet. Also, let's get into him not engaging in Armon's commentary much anymore since viewers and production also didn't like the slightly nasty, bitter, jealous undertone. That's why. All that boy talk was ridiculous. In one breath, Al says he appreciates Armon's polarizing views, and in another, he has an incredible disdain for his takes, which is why Claudia has to constantly remind us that everyone on the show is allowed to have a difference in opinion. Meanwhile, she don't like neither one of them and think both of them faggots. How about that? Clock it. Al's been doing that since the inception of the show. Al has been rude to guests, talks over everyone, interrupts everyone. And I'm not saying it was right, but that's not sensitive to Armon. But it most definitely is, and fuck whoever this person is because he's been going to bat. He's been commenting under every single post trying to defend. Who the hell is this nigga? Because I see him everywhere. He's literally on all the block. Like this might be Al Reynolds' burner account because he's literally on every fucking account tweeting out this right here that I had to bookmark because I done saw it so much. Child, I was like, let me go ahead and bookmark this because it's on Instagram, it's on TikTok, it's everywhere. This little post right here. He tweeting this everywhere. Child. Just defending Armon. Defending. I'm sorry, defending Al. The talking over thing I mentioned was about Claudia, not Armon, and I know it has been going on for a while. It just proves my point that Al had it coming for him for a while. He clearly doesn't watch Armon enough to know he'd give it up when poked. Child, anyways, let's go back to the original point because this video getting lengthy. Armon says you don't get far playing it safe. Somebody says, I don't understand why you get so much heat, man. What did you do? Many are called, but few are chosen. That's all I can think of, but I'm good though, I promise. Now, I'm going to take it back to, oh, what's this? Got these bitches copying my. Oh, I'll listen to that later. Anyways, let's go back to the YouTube channel. Okay? So this was 2 days ago, and Al came for Armon's head since the day he was hired. Armon handled all of Al's low-key visceral attacks with grace and without retaliation. Armon, for professional purposes, got along with jealous Al while Al was relentless. A roast is a roast. If people stop hiding in their own skin, they will learn to love the life they get to live. Armon's doing a damn good job at T. And I mean, as you can imagine, there is more to come from that. But kept posting, and he posted this, right? Which he has since deleted, but it's still up on the YouTube. And it says, "It's never fun when I want to play. I smile, I laugh, I pay it, but I got you. Know that. So please don't wake me up because I promise you not going to like it. However, some still insist, and when the time comes, they want to play victim. But never forget how this tweet started. Read the first line again. I smile, I laugh, I pay it, but I got you. Know that." You can see I had wrote in the comments. Okay, come on. Armon, real talk, that wasn't cool. It was so personal and way too much behind the scenes info. You've been waiting for your get back with Al. You literally just started that. Do I need to go back to the video of Claudia? Do I need to go back to her? Okay. The point that stuck with me was that Al is trying to have the show canceled behind the scenes. After hearing that, the Rose gave one last why. The way Claudia was surprised at all and sat there grinning like the Cheshire cat spoke volumes, and you play right into it. I get that you're over having people playing in your face, but don't be surprised when this bites you in the ass. Chestnut checkers. Don't worry, babes. We remember Al was not nice when he first came on the show. I'm sure he only changed up because so many people posted comments about his behavior, and production had to tell him to stop. All of y'all seeing things in black and white with no gray. Al is condescending and has been thinking that he's smarter than Armon. Armon has been in turn condescending to Al. Does that mean the roast was okay? No, it absolutely was not. It was unprofessional. They don't like each other, period. Why are y'all blaming Claudia for the actions of two grown-ass men? Two people can be wrong at the same time. Actually, 3 people can. Actually, 4. Because go sit your dumb ass down. You got an F on your test, hoe. I'm not even about to comment to that because this whole video is a reply to that dumbass statement she just made. What'd she say? Why are y'all blaming Claudia for the actions of 2 grown-ass men? Listen, y'all gonna get enough of being violent-ass vaginas and the high in your hand and trying to act like it's all the niggas' fault because men ain't shit and they dogs. A lot of these niggas ain't shit, but so ain't a lot of y'all bitches. Okay, it's a lot of bitches and niggas that ain't shit, and it's a lot of bitches that ain't shit that's birthing these niggas that ain't shit, and it's a lot of bitches giving these niggas that ain't shit access and proximity to them to birth more little niggas that ain't shit. So please cut it out. It's a human thing. It's a human thing. It's a human thing. A lot of humans not shit. But what we not going to do is, oh, we got to protect. That's not what we mean when we say protect black women or protect women. That's not what we mean. It doesn't mean that you held from accountability and responsibility. That's not what it means. That's not what it means. It means protect you from danger. It means protect you from out here getting SA. It means protect you, you know, in the world of employment, you know, where motherfuckers want to fire you over a hairstyle and an attitude. Like, child, we're not even gonna go there. We're not even gonna go there. Either way, child. Either way. Let's keep it moving. So as you can see, he ended up posting, you know, the same post and whatnot. Let's see what people had to say to this meet and greet post. Claudia is a flip-flopper just like Armon. That's the games they play in Hollywood. They are your friend one day and the next they are not a whole bunch of fake-ish. So mind you, he's posted this on his YouTube channel. I think Armon has already peeped that Claudia is a flip-flopper and is messy. But I think that he's intentionally posting this as quote unquote part of him doing his job and fulfilling out the contract. But also too, to show the comments and show like he's doing essentially what Claudia did. Feeding information. Like how she fed information on Tasha because she knew it would come out. How she fed information to Armon because she knew it would come out. How she fed information to Flame My Row about Funky Dineva because she knew it would come out. I think he's pulling a page out of her book. I don't think that he really, because how do you go from meet and greet in Vegas, which y'all think, where the comments is literally saying, do not trust Claudia. Claudia is only on your side right now because she don't like Ala Funky. Claudia's messy. Like literally all the comments is saying that. How do you go from posting this where it seemed like you defended her and you talking about taking a trip with her for the good of the show? How do you go from that? Mind you, that comes right after you just post a tweet about how you live, you laugh, you learn, you love, you pay it dust, but just know that I got you. To then post in a post like this, where you say, I'm glad I learned early in my YouTube career, basically not to fuck with y'all because y'all not real people. Ain't no friends in the game. You ain't learned that yet? So how do you go from that post to this? You don't. He know what he doing. Child, so somebody said it was a read you gave, not a roast. A roast is supposed to be funny. It wasn't funny. It's same in corporate America too. Armon, I love you and supported you on the show. However, you need to take responsibility for your role. Armon, what's really going on? The subliminals was cute the first day or so, but at this point, either tell us a story in full or just move on. That's last week news. Will there be a new show tonight or not? On with the upper. I'm bored with all of this over Al's feelings. And a lot of people are agreeing with this. Exactly. If you not going to really speak on it, then shut the hell up. Shut up and stop with these subliminals. Say it or shut up at this point. No one is saying anything, but he keep doing these posts. Then somebody else says, oh, you ain't heard? There's no show till mid-July. It's temporarily canceled. Thanks to him. This is my show and I'm disturbed. I love how y'all don't be rocking with people, but yet you following them. Or at least you checking on their commute. Like, this is exactly why I read each and every comment. Because that's not going to be allowed over here. You can feel how you want to feel about me, but you're not going to do it in my home. You're not going to come to my platform and disrespect me. Get the fuck out of my comment section if I fuck your ass up. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. Because it'll be the same ones that are sitting smiling in your face. Oh my God, I love you so much. Oh my God, I'm such a big fan. And then you search up their name and realize they've been talking all the shit in the world. And a lot of people don't realize that you can do that. All you got to do is click on their name. I don't know if it works on the computer. but it most definitely works on the phone. All I got to do is click on your name and see all the recent comments that you've left everywhere, not even just on my channel. So you can be on my channel. Oh, I love you so much. And then I'll be on the next channel talking complete shit about me. Ciao. Anyways, though, all the subliminals are giving that shit a problem in life. Unfortunately, most people don't mind if you're doing well. They just don't want you to do better. Why does the mess seem to keep finding you, Armon? Armon said, that's my job slightly. Let's not forget how Al been sunning Armon since he started. Okay, there has been some low-key one-sided shade. I think the roast was a roast. Roasts have been worse. It's the name of the game. Also, Armon specializes in that space. Don't say you loved it, Al. Now you got a problem. That's what I'm saying. Don't say you loved it and now you got a problem. If we're going to be unprofessional, then let's keep it on that level. Miss me with all of that. Oh, Al was just trying to keep it cute for the job. It had already got ugly. So what's up? So what's up? Because it's already stuck. Clearly. Don't lie online and say that you loved it and then now get offline and immediately call Funky like, no, go watch that fucking live. Did you hear what the fuck he said? I don't give a fuck. So you didn't like it. Okay. At the very least, you could have said that on live and been like, well, that was a lie. Thank you, but no thank you, Armon. Now let's continue with the show. But no, you did as you always do. You sat there and lied with your fake ass and put on that fake ass smile with your high-waisted ass booty. Anyways, it's starting to be a pattern. You know everybody going to blame you, and I do feel you played a part, but that battery came from Claudia. Well, just learn from this as well. It's a lesson to be learned every day, all day, not with just one situation you had a long time ago. As you said, you just learned what needed to be learned through that one. Now it's time you learn from this one and the ones you recently had too. Only fools that can't learn new things daily, even if it... Ciao. Anyways. Armon put his foot in his mouth. Basically, from what I'm getting, Armon got played either by Claudia or someone else behind the scenes. Either way, Claudia has her hands involved in the mess. You can't believe that Armon came up with that roast just by himself. That was personal with some inside information allegedly about Al. Armon may have had some of his own personal experiences he's been on the platform. However, that roast just wasn't a roast. It was personal. It was completely personal. In the same way that I'm about to end this video is the same way that we started it. After y'all go like this video. What I want to play?
Tell me what
So now here we are. It's Monday. There may or may not be a show in about 4 hours. I highly doubt there's going to be a show because I don't know how Al Reynolds could be in 2 places at once. I don't know how Al Reynolds could be in 2 places at once. Al Reynolds said that over on his channel, he's going to be doing his show at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is the same time that TGIF usually goes live every single night, Monday through Friday. So I don't know how he's going to be in 2 places at once. Maybe they're going to go and get a guest co-host and let him cool off for a couple of days. I don't know. We might see. We might see. But at this point in time, like I said, Al has made his statement. He's going live tonight to talk about all that happened and address everything, which we can most definitely come back and talk about, even though it's all going to be lies and bullshit. Okay, because again, we got the receipts, Al. We done been pulled your card. Okay, so we just going to comment on your commentary, but it's still all going to be BS. We done seen Claudia do several lives, okay, to which she's openly admitted, I don't like Al. I don't like Al. And I found nothing wrong with Armon's roast. In fact, I actually liked it. I loved it. I thought it was funny. And the only way that Al should be offended is if it wasn't the truth, but it was the truth. So I don't understand why he offended. And yes, I got beef with him. Yes, I got smoke with him, but I can work with him because I know how to keep my job. You got Armon coming out posting a whole bunch of cryptic tweets talking about, oh, Claudia, let's go to Vegas. But then in the next breath, he's talking about some, oh, you know, I got to learn how to move better and not really trust these people because they're not really my friends. Y'all going to start listening to me. Y'all going to start listening to me because I told y'all what the common denominator and problem was. Claudia did this shit with Funky. Claudia did this shit with Flame Monroe. Claudia did this shit with Al. And now Claudia is doing it with Armon. Because there was a bit of time where where Funky and Al wasn't messing with each other. Claudia has an MO, y'all. She has an MO. Go back to that first video that I did. On January 8th, when Funky finally came out and said, fuck it, I'm going to just say it. I'm not even mad at Flame Monroe. I'm mad at Claudia for putting the battery in your back and being messy behind the scenes. He told the public what Claudia was capable of, and y'all did not listen. Y'all chewed up that little bit of gossip for that moment, but y'all did not listen. So 6 months later, when the same shit is happening, again with different people, but it's still the same common denominator that was in both situations, how y'all are still missing it is beyond me. So again, like I asked at the top of the video, what are you caping for? What are you trying so hard to defend if it's blowing back in your face and making you look stupid? This is not a protect all women issue. This is not a protect Black women issue. It's okay to lower your flag and lower your cape and say, nah, sister girl, you out on your own. Because you just as messy. We're not going to say that Armon wasn't messy for what he did or Al, but yes, everybody has played a part. But like you seem to have played the biggest part in all of this. Even if Armon, in the end, ends up being the one that has dug the biggest grave, this the bitch that gave him a shovel. This the bitch that told him, no, it's okay, we digging for gold. That's the part y'all are missing. Armon thinking that he's digging for gold. Meanwhile, he's digging his own grave. But he only thought he was digging for gold and digging for treasure because that's what he was led to believe by the one he got sold the shovel by, which was Claudia Jordan. We've seen her do it behind the scenes and nobody believed it. Nobody listened. So what y'all gonna do this time around? Because Armon leaves, let's say they add in T.S. Madison. Let's say they add in a Vivica Fox. Because honestly, at this point, I feel like Claudia wants to rebrand the show from being TGIF into Cocktails with Queens. Honestly and truly, I feel like had TGIF not been the more dominant and more popular show, Claudia would have preferred Cocktails with Queens. Because it was people she was actually somewhat friends with, even though they would fall out every couple of months. But I feel like what we're going to do after this, we just going to replace Armon with what? Because I feel like we probably got about one gay person left. It's either going to be Dustin or T.S. Madison, depending on their scheduling. Before Claudia is like, okay, well, let's go get a Cynthia Bailey. Let's go get somebody that can fall in line, somebody that's hetero. Like, I feel like she wants to rebrand the show into it being 3 heterosexual people, cisgender people, but still call it TGIF, which to me is just like I said in my original video, I feel like Claudia needs to take the back seat, take an EP credit, and allow T.S. Madison to come in as a moderator and let Al and Armon figure that shit out. But let it be those 3. And if not T.S. Madison, because she booked and busy, then let it be a Kiki Palmer. Let it be like a Tiana Taylor, a Kaylani, okay? Somebody that's straight adjacent, okay? Amber Rose, you know, somebody that's in ballroom. But it can't just be somebody who is straight but not an ally. Because Claudia Jordan is no ally. And I'm going to rerun this clip one more time so y'all can understand who truly is the mastermind behind all this.
So I can't take anything down. But yeah, that episode has been taken down because, you know, I guess Al complained about it. So yeah, that episode has been taken down because, you know, I guess Al complained about it. So I had someone. Yeah, that episode has been taken down because, you know, I guess Al complained about it. So I had someone that had my back like that. Yeah, what? Anyways, why do you support Democrats? Well, I'm sure I'm not gonna support the political party that wants to like take away diversity and rights for women and all that kind of stuff. Like, there's just too much wrong with the Republican Party. So, yeah. I miss you on Housewives from Brazil. Thank you. Yeah, live back on the show Monday. Yep. How do we get the Dallas reboot?
Wait, and here we go. She says live back on the show Monday. So does this mean that Al is taking a couple of days off to cool off? See, it's a good thing that I ran this back, because why would Al go on his show? I'm sorry, go on his Instagram and say that his show is going to be live at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if that's when TGI go lives. So something is there, and we're going to be tuned in to see why that is. Because usually, you know, when it's somebody's birthday, they take a couple of days off, they on vacation, or, you know, Foxhole gives them a courtesy couple of days off or whatever. And it's usually because they're on vacation. But Al ain't on no damn vacation. He clearly there. So Al is taking time off from TGIF to do his own show and address why he's not on TGIF. This should be interesting.
Yeah, live back on the show Monday. Yep. How do we get the Dallas reboot?
Unless maybe, because mind you, Al posted what he posted today. This live stream is from at least 2 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago. So what Al posted could be the latest update. And maybe now the show is canceled and put on pause until July. Because, you know, most shows, they go off in July and then they come back in September. I don't know. They could be taking an early hiatus to try to figure out, okay, are we going to keep Armon? Are we going to put him on pause? Because, listen, Funky said that he went from a 12-month salary contract to 6 months. I highly doubt that they would bring in Armon and give him 12 months, especially when they don't know if he's going to work. They probably gave Armon the same 6-month contract. If you do the math, Armon first came in as a co-host around January. And so, you know, here we are now in June. That's 6 months later. Even if you want to count his first official day, which was in March 12th, that was in March. Okay, here we are 3 months later. So I could also see Fox Soul being like, okay, instead of a 6-month contract, because we really don't know if this is going to work out. Because at the end of the day, let's keep it a buck. Armon, Funky Dineva, Scott Santana, Kaya, we are liabilities. Okay, you don't know what the fuck is going to come out of our mouth. That's just the way that we do commentary. So I would not be surprised, especially for Armon, and given all the controversy he's been in with female rappers and Cardi B's and Nicki Minaj and whatnots. I would not be surprised if Fox Soul gave him a 3-month contract and say, okay, yeah, we did 6 months with Funky, but for you, given your platform, like we really want you, we really need you because you got that edge and that spunk, but we don't know if it's gonna work because you are a liability. So just please understand that we either got to give you a 3-month contract or let's do a month-to-month trial. I would not be surprised, child, because they like that's even how it worked with renting. You go to some places and you rent, they'll be like, okay, well, we don't know how it's gonna last. Like, let's say you rent in a room, right? We don't know how it's going to work. We don't know how it's going to last. So what we'll do is we'll put you on a month-to-month contract. And then after the first 3 months, we review and then figure out, okay, do we want to add you to the lease type shit? You know what I mean? So I would not be surprised if Armon either got a 6-month contract, a 3-month contract, or a month-to-month. I would not be surprised. Business is not one size fits all. Hence why they all had different pays and different contracts. And I'm almost curious to know how much Armon was making, because if Funky had 250, Armon had half the subscribers that Funky had. So I would think that Armon would at least be like, because if Al Reynolds is at 150, then I feel like anything less than 100,000 for Armon to start at is a slap in the face. Because anything under 100,000, Armon can get easily on his channel. 200,000 subscribers, he could easily get $9,000, $10,000 a month. So that's just food for thought.
Farrah Franklin, promise you don't want. I love you so much. Hey Farrah, how you doing? Gold member 225. Why do you allow the white owners of Fox Soul have you roast each other? Not cool. That's not what happened. And actually our entire production team is black. And we roast every single person's birthday on the cast has been roasted. And there had been some horrific things said about me before in a roast, but we laugh it off like that's what roasts are. It should only really hurt your feelings or bother you if the stuff they're saying is true. Like when it's not true, you could be like, okay, whatever. But the stuff that's true, I could see how that would strike a nerve. But the white people, they did not make us pit us against each other. It's something we've been doing for years, ever since the tea started. What's up, Justin? Farrah Franklin, I gotta see you soon. Yeah. Everyone gets roasted. Like a real roast, they go, if you think
and mind you, as this is playing, I'm sitting here going through my comments. Because like I say, like I continually say, I read each and every comment. Because last thing that we about to do is leave my comment section unattended, and I'm getting roasted and gagged in my own comment section in my own home. Would you let somebody come into your house and sit there and be talking shit about you while sitting on your front couch in your living room and then be like, oh my God, I love you, the food is good, and then be talking shit about you? No. So I'm going through each and every comment, reading as I always do. And somebody is literally saying on the last video, they just said Armon has proven that he's not qualified for network TV or ensemble productions and is a liability. His unprofessionalism has now disrupted a show that has operated smoothly on camera for years before his arrival. Two conversations can be had. Like I said, I agree that it was unprofessional. I completely agree that it was unprofessional. And I completely agree that maybe it should not have been done on network television. So low-key, I kind of agree with all of this, but I wouldn't go as far as to stick him in a box and say he should never be. I think that this is a hell of a lesson that he's just learned, that, okay, this is not what you should be doing. I mean, yes, you're getting paid by Fox, but at the end of the day, it's still on YouTube. And so you can get caught up and be like, okay, on this YouTube show. And again, under the guise of a roast. That's why I'm replaying this, because even Claudia is saying that she found nothing wrong with what Armon did. So if you sitting there texting back and forth with your coworker and your coworker telling you all this tea about Al, and you're not going to sit and like, come on now. Y'all bitches be texting each other for way less. Y'all text each other and be like, girl, what you wearing to school? Girl, what you eating for dinner? Girl, we going to the club tonight. What color we wearing? Who car we driving in? Right? So you're not going to sit and tell me that Armon and Claudia wasn't texting back and forth like, yo, we got to make this roast good. We got to make it spicy. What you saying? Oh, I'm going to say this. Okay, what you saying? Okay, I'm going to say that. You're not going to tell me that they didn't do that. You're not going to tell me that they didn't do that, especially with Claudia coming online now and confirming, yes, what he said was true, and I found nothing wrong with it. So I understand where people are like, oh, it's unprofessional, it's network television. Okay, well, when the host and the creator of the show and somebody who's a producer on the show who actually produced this segment is sitting here co-signing what I'm about to say, and they already know what I'm about to say because we've talked about it off camera. Yeah, Armon had a fucking battery put into his back. Wake your damn brains up.
Our roast was mean. Please look up the roast of Flavor Flav, Pam Anderson. Basically, look up any roast. Those people, you're like, the look at my face, I was like, ah! That's how they be. They have you gagging every time because that's what a roast is. Recap, a kickback. Can I interview about college show? Sure. Kai, well, it's not they, it's one person. A viable third party, yes. We do need a viable third party. Anthony, yes, I do. Farrah Franklin said is a queen.
Wait,
and don't play with her.
Hold
William,
on. A viable third person. What is she referring to?
yes, we do need a viable third party. A viable third party, yes, person. A viable third party, yes. We do need a viable third party. Anthony, yes, I do. Farrah Franklin said is a queen, and don't play with her. William the baddest is, who knows, sir? I don't know the answer to that question. I'm going to leave it at that. It was fun watching you on Deal on Deal Island.
There's only a few days left for a
Child, let me know if y'all ever been to Dave & Buster's. I've been dying to go there to try their wings. Oh, not 50% off. I will be there this week. And they be having all you can eat wings on like Mondays and Thursdays. I know that's right. I know that's right. Go to Buffalo Wild Wings and get they endless boneless on Wednesdays. Or I know a spot around me that do endless ribs, or you can eat ribs on Wednesday. And then boom, on that Thursday, go to Dave & Buster's and get unlimited wings. Such a foodie. Ooh. Ooh.
No, the show was on yesterday. So Al put a post out, I guess, saying that the show was canceled. And I feel like that was misleading. I think he meant whatever he does on YouTube. I've never seen the show. So people thought that there was no show. And guess what? That makes the numbers go down. Right? We had pre-taped that show on Thursday, and it was all good before the roast episode. So that show was fine. It was in the can. So it was a good show. So that show was on. I was eating food. So I think that post, whatever he posted, I don't follow him. So I think that post he posted, which was sent to me, misled people to think, well, I'm not going to even watch the show tonight or tune in because it's not on. But it was on. So, yeah, tried it. What do you think about the roast? I thought it was hilarious. And I was like, whoa, you went there. And everything he said was true. Like, I think that's why feeling.
Turn it on. Turn it on. Turn it on.
Are involved because everything was, he basically spilled tea, but that's what a roast is. A roast tells shit that is like kind of embarrassing and it kind of puts you on the spot. And if you're not doing anything wrong, then you shouldn't have to worry about it. So I look at it. So you don't like Al, no Funky. No, I like Funky. I think Funky's hilarious. Do I not get along with Al? Well, we used to be friends. I put him on the show. You know, we used to be friends. We haven't been friends in a long time. I will say that. And I haven't been happy with some of the behind the scenes things he's been doing. And it's been like really like shocking over the years to see, like, I didn't really know this person like I thought. But, you know, I can work with it. I guess Al complained about it. So I had someone that had my back like that. Complained about it. So episode has been taken down because, you know, I guess Al complained about it. So I had someone that had my back like that. Yeah, what? Anyways, know this person like I thought. Happy with some of the, you know, we used to be friends. We haven't been friends in a long time. I will say that. And I haven't been happy with some of the behind the scenes things he's been doing. And it's been like really like shocking over the years to see, like, I didn't really know this person like I thought. But, you know, I can work with anyone. I'll work. And I've had to work with people before. Unfortunately, this is a show that it was created because, like, we had 3 people that actually got along and, like, actually like talking to each other and weren't jealous and like to have fun and wanted to like see it for each other. And like, we were so looking forward to being in the studio together, you know. We were so looking forward to like seeing what the show could go into. But like, I think there was a lot of things folks were worrying about what other people were getting paid and if we were getting the same money. And then there was some jealousy and motherfuckers taking pictures of your car and Instagram and screenshotting it and sending it to each other and keying and being jealous and being like, oh, you have this house and you have this. And, oh, we must not be getting the same money, and then being resentful. But yeah, I work so much, you guys. Like, TeaGIF is not my only job. Tasha K said you told Armon that. I did not. Tasha K doesn't know what the fuck is going on unless Al called her, which he probably did. I haven't spoken to Tasha. I didn't tell her all that stuff she said. She's putting 10 on 20. That is not accurate. We did have a conversation, but it wasn't like that. And it's like, she's leaving out her part that she was saying, you know, but that's what people do when they run back. What you said, but I didn't have to hype Armon up. I didn't hype him up to like say this stuff. It's a roast and he's fucking good at it. You know? Yes. This is what happened early on with Al, that he had to apologize to me several times. We didn't have to. You don't have to apologize to me, but he apologized to me. But do I not get along with Al? Well, we used to be friends. I put him on the show. You know, we used to be friends. We haven't been friends in a long time. I will say that. And I haven't been happy with some of the behind the scenes things he's been doing. And it's been like really like shocking over the years to see, like, I didn't really know this person like I thought. But, you know, I can work with anyone. I'll is going on unless.
We understand that.
I haven't spoken to Tasha. I didn't tell her all that stuff she said. She's putting 10 on 20. That is not accurate. We did have a conversation, but it wasn't like that. And it's like, she's leaving out her part that she was saying, you know, but that's what people do when they run back. What you said, but I didn't have to hype Armon up. I didn't hype him up to like say this stuff. It's a roast and he's fucking good at it. You know? Yes. This is what happened early on with Al, that he had to apologize to me several times. We didn't have to. You don't have to apologize to me, but he apologized to me. But I never looked at him the same. He got caught talking shit on a text, and on the text, and he had to confess. And he said some foul shit about me, and that's what you know. But that's what people do when they run back. What you said, but I didn't have to hype Armon up. I didn't hype him up to like say this stuff. It's a roast, and he's fucking good at it. I feel like I should say with the origin, because I'm getting blamed for everything. And like, I've been keeping it cute for years. So you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to tell the story. All right. Maybe about 6-7 months into TeaGIF, it was so good. I was so happy. We went out together. That shit was fun as shit. We went out together. That shit was fun as shit in Miami, right? And we had
Claudia's live was cut abruptly right as she was going to get into the full story behind her and Al Reynolds' beef. So you heard it here. Claudia Jordan is not fond of Al Reynolds at all. And
child, y'all can go support that creator, Sean Davy Way show. Shout out to him. Because without him having that footage, child, it would have took me forever to find it. But I don't know what else to say. I'm sure that more is going to come out and be unveiled. So if y'all interested in a video where all the receipts are posted just in chronological order from the very beginning to where the shit is headed now, let me know. I'll consider doing it because it is a lot of work and a lot of research. But even though I do have it mapped out with a timeline because I take notes, okay? So let me know if y'all want that. If y'all want a deep dive, that would be considered a deep dive video. Let me know if y'all want that down in the comment box below. But yeah. In closing thoughts, is TGIF canceled? I don't know. I guess we will find out in 3 hours. I guess we'll find out. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I feel like TGIF was a show that was started and centered around gay culture. It was supposed to be the gay answer, the LGBTQ answer to The Real, to The View, to all of these panel shows that are out there, right? It was supposed to be a safe space for LGBTQ people as well as youthful people and urban people to come together and, you know, feel like they have a place to discuss stuff. So even if it wasn't focused solely on the gay community, that was the underlying tone. Hence why it's called TeaGIF and not TGIF as in the letter T. Claudia was supposed to be the moderator. She hired 3 gay men. I don't care what Al claims that he identifies as, 3 gay men. He can fool y'all, but he's not fooling me. 3 gay men. And that's what it was. But when you have a host that has underlying issues with the LGBTQ community, and miss me with the, because it's not just issues that she may have been dealing with Al and Funky about personally, because I know that's something that I saw somebody try to talk about today. Oh, well, you know, it came out that, you know, Al and Funky might have been in a group chat talking about her. Okay, but that still doesn't justify her going in every time there's an LGBTQ topic, like, and going in for no reason, like going in like, and just a complete evilness washing over her. It's like, come on now. Come on. But if TGIF is to survive, Armon and Al need to get it together, and they need to go ahead and hire T.S. Madison. And if they don't want to go for another LGBTQ icon, then go for somebody that's a little bit more, I guess, palatable to the straights, like a Keke Palmer, Tamar Braxton. You know, somebody that, you know, is involved with the community, is an ally, but isn't necessarily out here like, I'm gay and I'm proud. And Claudia needs to go ahead and take a back seat. Let her go ahead and be a producer, but this is not for her. Her arena is over there with cocktails, with queens, where she can, you know, be with other women that she feels like she shares community with, and they got them old ass, outdated ass opinions. That's more her speed. This, it's not working for her. Because I don't give a damn what y'all say. Armon may have been the scapegoat this time, just like Funky Dineva was the scapegoat last time, along with Flame Monroe. But if it happens a third time, okay. And for the people in the back, was it unprofessional for Armon to do what he did? Yes, of course it was. But when you have the producer of the show, who's also the host and creator of the show, texting back and forth with you about what y'all are planning to do for this roast and making it good and spicy, and they're telling you, oh yeah, I think what you got is spicy, but you know, yeah, it's all true. A roast is supposed to be true, right? It's hilarious. I love it. Of course you're gonna go on air and do it. Because the person who approved the host who approved the roast in the first place, if they gave their approval, then why would you think it's going to be any backlash on you? I'm done talking about this. Let me know what y'all thought about all of this down in the comment box below. Please don't be dumb. Just please don't be dumb. Okay? Don't be a dumb bitch, because you ain't dumb, bitch. Okay? And if I didn't say it, then it wasn't said. But if it was, then baby, take notes. Okay? I like each and every one of y'all, allegedly, at HD Audio. Make sure you go to my website, thealanasos.com, to book a reading. Or if you just want to donate, you know, you just want to send a bread, send a bird some bread, Cashapp, Venmo, PayPal, all of that is on screen. Thank you very much. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.
I'm bad, I'm pretty, hot to ditty. Thick ass shape, any sick ass city. Pussy on fire, cause she stay giving kitty. Bring the whole talent every time I'm in your city. I'm the bitch that you wanna be round. See, I'm the bitch, I'm the one with the crown. And I'm the bitch bringing cake by the pound. Have me on my knees, Mary J. Blige, bitch, I'm going down. Deadly ass top dope game is a killer. Stomach is available to be a babysitter. No need to be shy, put the thing up in it. Nothing wrong with a late night dinner, nigga.
So fat, it tastes like Skittles. Turn the shit around and watch how I jiggle. You better walk notice ass back and wiggle.
I shake that thing in the middle. Ass so fat, it tastes like Skittles. Turn the shit around and watch how I jiggle. You better walk notice ass back and wiggle, bitch.